Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Psalm 126. We are getting through them, and let me read that for us now. When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dreamed. Our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Restore our fortunes, Lord, like streams in the Negev. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. It's time to get real. I have cried a lot this year. I'm a bit of a crier. I cry at everything. So it's not all that out of the ordinary. For me, I cry at most films. But over the last few months, I've really felt like I've cried a lot more than I probably have since I was about 15. And when I read this psalm, I can only hope right now in this moment that on the other side of those tears are songs of joy filled from the Lord. And at the start of the year, I received and decided that the word that I wanted to fill my year with was joy. Looking back on 2020, it's kind of felt anything but joyful. But one of the things that I've still tried to do this year, in the midst of everything that's going on, is find joy in the small things. And the longer that this has gone on, it feels like it's gotten harder for me to find that. But at the same time, that joy has started to come. And so I look forward to the days filled with laughter and songs of joy at the end of this. But even in the midst of this year, I know that God has continued to bless me with great things. And that is a real positive that I take out of this. So just the small things that we have in life. In March, I got to spend a few days in Sydney with my parents, like just a week or so before we all got locked down. I found joy in that. In April, my husband and I moved house, and our space doubled in size and has been a wonderful blessing for us the longer we've gone through lockdown, so that we don't end up killing each other. I've discovered a great joy in my morning walks and time with God and occasional running. And I've explored the streets and parks around my house in a way that I just don't think I normally would have. I've discovered the great joy of a long walk and conversation with my husband at the end of the day. And I've learned the joy of just sitting on my balcony doing nothing and listening to the birds in the trees around me and the creek that flows behind my home. So I feel like what I've learned this year, and I want to share with you, is that joy doesn't have to be constant, but that joy can be found in the small things as well as the big things. And that joy found in God can be absolutely life-changing for each of us. So I want to encourage you today, what are the joys? What are the small things that you find joy in, that you found in this season? Reflect on them, give thanks to God for them, and pray that God will do great things among us as we encounter his joy, even in this season and into the next. Amen.